that girl was going to fall, not looking. Right there.
The candidates are assembled.
Morning, everyone. Today we're gathered in formal convocation to celebrate the 245th commencement exercises at Purdue University. Please rise and join Kristen Zoller in singing our national anthem. Then remain standing.
This is the moment when I know I'm on my way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment.
The trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon each of you the appropriate degree with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you'll now receive an appropriately inscribed diploma. Please be seated. And I invite the marshals to escort all students who are earning baccalaureate degrees to the platform.
In order to respect everyone's opportunity to hear their name called, please
Brooklyn Marmon.
Jared Braden,
Rainbow Lee.
Matthew Brazel,
Travis Lineback.
Andrew Brennan,
Okay, it's official. You are now graduates of Purdue University. Now time for you to observe tradition by moving your tassel from the right side of the mortarboard to the left. This signifies your new status and allows us to congratulate you once again. We honor these graduates for their hard work and accomplishments, but they'd be the first to tell us they did not make that journey alone. So, will the parents and grandparents, spouses, brothers, sisters, other family members, and friends please stand so these graduates can thank you for your long and loving service. The graduates who've been commissioned by the President of the United States as a second lieutenant, United States Air Force, Army, Marines, and Space Force, and ensigns in the United States Navy. You may also have noticed some more graduates wearing red, white, and blue cords. This signifies that they are currently serving or are veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. Will those servicemen and women stand so we can recognize them? I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the artistry of the commencement band with conductor John Sweet and our organist Jeffrey P. Stearns, thank you for your contribution. Now I'm pleased to introduce Austin Burenda, who was selected as today's student responder in recognition of his leadership in many student and campus organizations. Austin's receiving a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Economics today and will enter basic combat training with the hopes of attending Officer Candidate School and serving as a member of our armed forces. Please welcome Austin Burenda.
Well, I'd like to begin today by saying thank you to President Daniels, the Board of Trustees, and the entire faculty and staff who have helped each of us get here today. With also a special shout out to the College of Ag. That's a family, I tell you what. It's an honor to be selected to share remarks with you today, and I'm humbled to be up here. Now, I always find it funny when I enter Elliott Hall of Music for a reason other than an exam. Typically, undergraduates walk in here with this deep pit in their stomach, laser focused on the content they've been studying for the past 3 days. And at this moment, I am very relieved to know that I will never have that feeling again. At the same time, I'm also a little disappointed I won't have that feeling again. Okay, I did just say that. Moving on. In addition to the countless academic theories taught at this institution, I believe I've also taken away a few principles that pertain to our everyday lives. Don't be defined by anything but yourself. Embrace your journey, and don't be afraid of the next step. Now, one thing I've learned from the Army is that some things are simply out of our control. Sometimes this means everyone does 100 push-ups because someone did not have their boots facing inward under their cot. And other times that may mean creating a terrain model in the pouring rain for your platoon. In either of these types of situations, it's very easy to harbor frustration about the things that are out of our control. But doing so only yields nothing productive and wastes time. Now, volunteering with the ROTC to help direct traffic before a basketball game a few weeks ago, I remember standing in the street with my orange wand, shivering as the snow began to pelt my face. And I was standing there thinking to myself, 4 more hours of this. All right. But from my spot on Beering Drive, though, just outside of Cary Quad, I looked north and I saw Ross 8 Stadium lit up, with the flurries creating a beautiful sight as they passed the light and fell between me and the glowing Purdue P. And in that moment I thought to myself, don't be defined by your situation. Take control of your situation and define it. Now, I could not change the temperature or stop the snow, but I could change my mentality. Perhaps you have felt the need for this change, or a mentality change like this, because of a bad exam grade, or a loss of a friend or loved one, or maybe you're stuck in a global pandemic and work, education, and relationships have become exceptionally more difficult for a reason you don't understand. Now, any of this could warrant quitting or settling for complacency, but Boilermakers make choices, weigh the consequences, and seek help as needed. Right. Now, lived experiences are sometimes out of our control, but we can learn from, not be defined by, and redefine those experiences. So I've been a very non-traditional Purdue student in the fact that I never lived on campus, I never studied abroad. I took a gap year between high school and college, and I've worked both on campus and off campus jobs while taking a minimum of 19 credit hours. I earned an associate's degree from Ivy Tech because those courses transferred back to Purdue and allowed me to earn a bachelor's degree from Purdue in just 5 semesters. So my experience here was not conventional at all. And at first I thought that I was weird because of it, but it reinforced the concept in myself that I should embrace my journey and be authentically me, just as we all should do. Love who you want to love, worship who you want to worship, and be who you want to be. Now, the third lesson that I think I took away from Purdue is that you should never be afraid of your next step. I recall on my first day of school freshman year taking a selfie on the way to the bus because my mother, hey mom, always wanted a first day of school picture, and I had no one to take a picture for me before my 7:30 a.m. calc class, so the selfie was. On that day, I was terrified. The path to graduation was paved with many lectures and exams and study sections, and frankly, I didn't know if I could do it. Now, doubt may serve us at the beginning of our journey, but we must take that first step. Comfortable steps are easy, but life requires us to move out of our comfort zone often. So regardless of what the next step is, do not be afraid to take it. Because as I believe we are all well aware at Purdue, one small step can often be followed by a giant leap. Now, our Purdue degrees mean something different to everyone in this room, be it the end of a long journey or a new beginning, an opportunity for a job or an achievement originally deemed unattainable. As a Boilermaker for life, it represents a proof of community, a sense of unity, and a symbol of a family we will have with us no matter where we go. This world has a lot of problems that need solving, and the Purdue degrees that we earn today signify that we are more than able to be the ones to solve those problems. So I would like to challenge my classmates to not be defined by anything but yourself. Embrace your journey and don't be afraid of the next step. Trust in the world, trust in your God, and most importantly, trust in yourself. So as a proud Boilermaker sharing with you today, I say, God bless you all, God bless the state of Indiana, and God bless Purdue. Thank you.
trustees, the faculty, and all the Purdue family, I bid you farewell, Godspeed. Pastor Rodney Lynch will offer the benediction. Please remain seated afterwards while the candidates recess.